I'm not going to say I told you so because I'm not the only one who told you so, but now at least it's public. We should talk about this. So, Culture Crave dropped a tweet from Vulture stating a PR firm has been manipulating the Rotten Tomatoes movie scores for over 5 years by paying critics directly. Yeah. And it says here the system is broken, audiences are dumber, normal people don't go through reviews that they used to. Rotten Tomatoes is something the studios can game, so they do. Paul Schrader. Well, I don't think audiences are dumber. I actually think audiences are smarter. I think audiences are smarter because most of them now go and find content creators who they can relate to give them their movie news and movie reviews. Very few people that I know of actually read movie reviews anymore, at least in the newspaper and things like that. Only older people do that. But I've been saying since what, 2018, 2019, I forget when, that Rotten Tomatoes should mean nothing. And it's not because I knew this, even though I suspected it. It's because the people who vote, not all of them, but a lot of the people who vote who are critics, who write the reviews, a lot of them approach movie reviewing from their own political perspective. And they tend to favor movies that follow them politically. And it should not be like that. If I watch a film that is supposed to, in some ways, I don't know, some might say Inglorious Bastards, for example. Some people would sit there, and yes, people have said this, that it glorifies Nazism. I don't think it does that at all, because Hitler's still the villain. But if a movie came out that was like about Adolf Hitler, right, where he's the protagonist, even though he's a bad person objectively, it doesn't mean I'm going to boycott it because he's the main character. I'm going to see it and see if they get it right, at least as far as what led for him to become what he became. But there's people out there where they would, because of whoever was in office or whatever, they would oftentimes inject their own political biases into their reviews, and it got really obnoxious, Grace Randolph. It got really old. And I've been talking about this with the embarrassing Rambo 5 reviews that I read off on this channel years ago. Nobody should ever take Rotten Tomatoes seriously. Not only is it an aggregate score, but it's oftentimes, more often nowadays than before, not a reflection of what the audience actually likes. Now, if the audience score matches up, that's a bit more palatable, but unfortunately, because of the hacking and the rumors of like bots coming in and all this stuff, can you really trust that? No, the best thing to do is to go and watch someone, I'm not saying it has to be me, but I appreciate you if you do, who actually you respect their opinion, who's going to give it to you and say, okay, I like this, I didn't like it, here's why I think you'll like it, etc., without inserting their own political bias. Now it's pretty much been stating that all these movie scores, all these movie scores on Rotten Tomatoes, like the actual percentage, means nothing. It means less than nothing. If there's a PR firm that's been doing this to get bad movies seen, people talk about how there are content creators who are shills, and trust me, I've known a few of them. I have been friends, not so much anymore, with a couple of people who were what I would consider a shill. I don't think everybody who says like positive things about Star Wars is a shill. That's not what I'm saying. But there are people who are obvious shills. And there are some that have admitted to me privately that they're shills. I'm not going to name no names right now. But this at least hopefully will give people even more evidence to not give a damn what Rotten Tomatoes says. Go out there and seek a reviewer who you trust. Doesn't even have to be a video review. It could be a written review, a blog or something. Get multiple opinions before you spend your money. Or if you've got one of those AMC apps, like AMC Stubbs A-list, where you can just go see 3 movies a week and not have to worry about paying anything extra for them, which is what I do, then just do that. You're gonna. The worst thing that can happen is you waste 2 hours. It sucks, I know, but you'll at least know if you liked it. That way you never have to worry about seeing it again. But if not, then that works. Just don't ever trust Rotten Tomatoes, and this pretty much proves it. Rotten Tomatoes is garbage, and hopefully now other people are seeing it and now they understand.